going to show you the formal British way to eat gnocchi. Gnocchi is a beautiful dish and you may well come across this in a formal British setting. So I'm going to show you how best to approach eating it. Gnocchi is first recorded in the Roman times. They were made from semolina dough mixed with eggs. The Romans then spread gnocchi across Europe. It is a yummy, inexpensive and filling food, so it became very popular across Europe. Gnocchi is a type of Italian pasta that is typically made from potatoes and flour. Nowadays, gnocchi is found traditionally in Italy. It is made predominantly from potatoes and flour. It is known as the Italian dumpling. Gnocchi has, of course, developed into many variations since then. You can find many different ingredients such as squash and breadcrumbs, ordinary wheat flour, or even cornmeal. It didn't become the potato dumpling as we know it today until the 16th century, when the potato was introduced to Europe. The potato gnocchi actually originated in northern Italy, where the cooler climate was better suited for growing potatoes. The gnocchi dough is normally rolled out, cut into bite-sized small pieces, each individually pressed with a grater or fork to produce the ridges on the sides of the gnocchi. The purpose of these grooves or ridges is to enable each dumpling to hold the sauce and taste even more delicious. But before that, the dumplings will be quickly boiled in salted water for a few minutes. Gnocchi, when presented in a formal British setting, should be eaten using cutlery. You should avoid using your hands in a formal British setting apart from specific food types, and gnocchi is not one of them. There is an argument as to whether one would use a spoon or a fork to eat gnocchi. The argument with how to eat spaghetti often includes the spoon and fork debate. However, with gnocchi, because of the size, one would typically use a fork as opposed to a spoon. One can use the knife to cut the gnocchi if the gnocchi is bigger than a bite-sized portion. However, this gnocchi in front of me is perfect, and so I will use my fork. I take my fork in my left hand with the fork tines facing downwards and then simply spear the piece of a gnocchi. The ridges and grooves on the gnocchi, as you can see, gather the sauce, holding it onto the piece of gnocchi itself. And then in one neat, bite-sized mouthful, I place it within my mouth to eat. The flavours on the gnocchi are delicious. I am very much a dumpling fan. From all around the world, I love a good dumpling, and gnocchi doesn't disappoint. You can pair gnocchi with a beautiful glass of Pinot. Cheers.